Yo, what is up? So I was having a look at this game because I've actually bought it now because I literally watched one of my favourite YouTubers, FightinCowboy. It's pretty popular. He plays a lot of the SO games and it is definitely right up my street. So, but there is one thing I noticed, and it is actually the same on the 9070 XT. There is an issue, and I'll literally tell you once it comes up, but just to keep you in suspense. But I was literally surprised, like, because I was comparing DLSS 4, and I was expecting that to be better than FSR 4, but it is actually pretty much the same, although there is a slight difference with the issue that we're going to see. But yeah, I mean, if I'm comparing them both, they literally look the same to me, which is very impressive for AMD. Although I've had to put up to scaler in the game to get it, but yeah. And the game, I paid like $34.99. You get a lot of costumes and all that. And I'd look on Steam and it worked out that it's going to be pretty much the same price if I bought the DLC later on. So I thought I'll get it. Let's just turn the sound down. Right. So it's on DLSS, it's on 66%, which is quality mode. So 50 is like performance, 58 is balanced, so I'll go with quality. And this is the default sharpness, so that is what it was on. I've maxed it all out. So we're going to, I'll just start a new game. I mean, I've just been mucking about, getting used to the mechanics and the combat. And I do really like it because I like games like Black Myth, SO games like Sekiro is a really good game that I haven't got back to, but I like them sort of challenging games. So in the cutscenes you don't really notice it too much. But so what I'm talking about, there is a sharpness issue in this game. And I don't know why you can see it sort of shimmering, it's trying to resolve itself and all that. You notice it more when it gets into the gameplay. But it's something I noticed on the 9070 XT as well, even when I put FSR 4 in. So that I don't know why the developers have literally put it on sharpness 3, and it just makes it look terrible. So it is just very overly sharp. Although I did notice, as you can see, all the finer detail. I mean, DLSS is usually very good at this, like, but the problem is DLSS at default seems to be a lot sharper than FSR 4, but even FSR 4 was looking very overly sharp, although not as bad as this. But there is a fix, and then it pretty much fixes it for both upscalers. So we get past this cutscene. So you don't notice it as much in the cutscenes here, although you can, if you look at clothing and all that, you can see it sort of shimmering a bit. Again, it might not be as noticeable at 4K, but I'm sure there is probably going to be an issue with it, possibly. But I haven't tried it at 4K. But ultra wide 3440 by 1440p, it doesn't look good even on quality mode. So I was thinking that all the hair quality looks pixelated on both upscalers, and once I get past this bit, you see how bad it looks. I was thinking, well, that don't look good. I mean, so you don't notice it too much, but if you look at the character just now, don't even notice it much there. Just on the bit on the front of her fringe, you can see it slightly. Alright, So it should come through on the video. Alright, so you can literally see all the vegetation shimmering. It's ridiculous how overly sharp it is, and I couldn't believe this was the default setting that the game was recommending. So I don't know why. I would highly suggest the developers change the sharpness from default, because that don't look good to me. And then again, I noticed the same thing on the FSR 4, so I will do a video on that probably. So like I've been doing, just the first part looking at DLSS, and I'll do it with FSR 4 as well. So this is, I've updated it in the app, DLSS 4. I will literally show people to, you know, shut anyone up who thinks I'm sort of not telling the truth, but I literally did update the frame generation, although I don't use it, but I always update in the app to the latest thing, and I've even enabled rebar in this game because I've read that it gives more performance for Nvidia. So the performance seems to be pretty good. It's one of them games where it just sort of goes up depending on where you go, like typical Unreal Engine. It's never totally stable with FPS. So the fix for this would be going to the options. It's telling me, give me that tutorial. Right, it's just a simple fix really. You would just go to 0. Even on one it looked too overly sharp. Although you do get more of a blurry look, but that is literally the best you're gonna get. So I don't really like blurry looks, but that is a lot better than what I was seeing. And even if you go to 1, it is ridiculous. So that is the biggest issue I've had so far. I like the game from what I played of it. It's a lot better than 3, but I just, if I'm looking at my character, it looks very pixelated on the front of her face, and it's still shimmering to fuck. So I would say at 1440p anyway. I'll have to have a look at 4K, but if it's breaking up this bad anyway, it's not like it's a low resolution. Ultra wide is literally not far off 4K really. So it's definitely an issue, I'd say. So I don't know why 3 was the recommended sharpness, to be honest. But that literally clears all the shimmering up, because there's just shimmering everywhere on the character. So I will do another video tomorrow, just having a look on the 97 XT. So it's bad on both, on the default settings with sharpness 3. But it's definitely worse on DLSS slightly because it's naturally sharper. It just seems to be sharper. And as I said, it was when it first came out, DLSS, it was very overly sharp. So there was an issue with games that were sharp anyway, and then it would make things overly sharp really. But I really like this game. So I mean, so again, it will be shimmering to fuck on FSR 4 as well, because I didn't like it. So it's literally a game issue that for some reason they're making the upscale as bad at default, which is a bit weird. But I mean, I've had about 30 minutes on the 97 XT playing it, and then I'll come to this. I literally can't tell a difference in terms of image quality, to be honest. At 0 sharpness for both, it definitely looks, I mean, if I get close up, I'm not really impressed with the visuals that much from this game, to be honest, although there is nowhere near the worst I've seen. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's good enough. I mean, it's good enough. It's just not right up there. So, well, I like the character. Tends to like a female protagonist anyway. Just makes it a bit more interesting. Got the deluxe edition, so you can unlock all the suits. I like the combat so far. You can get some interesting weapons. So yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect game, but that was the first thing I saw, that sharpness issue. I mean, I was thinking, what the fuck, when I first loaded it up. And I was just shocked that it looked so bad on DLSS 4 as well, to be honest. I was thinking, well, I'll put FSR 4 on the 90 XT using Optiscala, and I thought maybe that was causing that issue, but obviously not, because it looked bad on both. Anyways, I think that'd be it for this video. But that is something I noticed. I will see you in a part 2 of this one in WUCHANG. See you later.